SpeedGaming, and welcome to another Super Metroid multi-category tournament race. Today we have some RBO action. Croakomire versus Maniacal. Joining me tonight is Sire on commentary. How are you doing, Sire?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight?
Doing fine.
Good.
Pretty excited for this matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
So we have Maniacal, who is actually our 27th seed, and Croakomire, who is the 49th seed, but I wouldn't let that fool you because their RBO PBs are actually quite close to each other. Croakomire is actually a little bit better, with a 138 versus Maniacal's 140. So I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. RBO, I guess we'll get into what that means, but it's a very, very difficult category, and I anticipate lots of death.
Oh boy, cursing them already. Alrighty. Yeah, definitely excited to see this one. I myself would have to say a little surprised as well. We were talking about it slightly before, but I wasn't expecting RBO on this one, and I hear there was another RBO just an hour ago or 2 hours ago. So I didn't expect a lot of RBO. I expected more triple bingos or any percents. So this is cool to see.
Yeah, the other RBO is actually happening right now on SpeedGaming 6, I think. So if you can have two streams up, it might be kind of cool to see all four of them battle it out.
Multi-Twitch for sure. Get it going. I guess pay attention more when hearing things.
Well, you don't have to, Sire. You can focus on these two. But
Okay.
people in chat, if they don't want to hear me babble about nonsense about what I know about RBO, which is not a whole lot, they can watch both. But so we started on Ceres. Everybody's favorite part of every vanilla run. But RBO, if you don't know, stands for Reverse Boss Order. So that means instead of the traditional G4 boss order of Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, and Ridley, we're actually going to go and fight Ridley first. And if you know anything about the game, you know that Kraid and Phantoon, the two normal first bosses, hide our Suit and Gravity Suit, which Suit protects us from heat damage down in Lower Norfair where Ridley is. Gravity does that as well. And Gravity lets you move in water. So we're not going to get the luxury of those suits to fight Ridley or Dragon for that matter. So we'll have to see how our runners handle that tonight.
Definitely. They'll have to pull out all the stops to make sure not to die down in that Ridley fight. We're going to see a lot of crystal flashes, which is often a crowd favorite, and I think blue suit as well is a big part of it for the Dragon fight. So a lot of tech that you have to hit, or basically you die. So that's this whole category. It's very interesting and very difficult.
Yeah, that is basically it. Get it right, or you're done for. Hopefully, our runners will take a good amount of safety saves. Usually in a race setting, we're not really going for a PB. So taking a safety save isn't so bad. Or a few, several. But this first part is pretty standard, pretty safe. We're going to see typically quite a bit of item collection, pretty much as you can get and criteria and Brinstar to prepare for going to Lower Norfair.
Yep, definitely. You gotta get as many energy tanks as you can, because you're going to be doing hell runs and then more hell runs and then lower Norfair hell runs, and so you got to get as much up front here as possible. Maniacal going backwards. Looks like
Yeah,
he's gonna
he's.
go and get the. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. He's just gonna come down and get this other E-Tank actually.
Yeah.
Making his hell run over to Speed Booster and Wave Beam and all that quite a bit easier. He might actually. I don't really know what he tends to do, but this might actually mean that he skips the Brinstar Reserve Tank. Or he'll get both. I
Yeah.
would get both.
Oh yeah, for me too, for sure. But yeah, I like the choice to come get this E-Tank. I mean that the elevator transition is long, but I mean an actual E-Tank is gonna help him more than the reserve here. And you know, this in this category in a race, I mean, yeah, in a PB he'd probably skip it, but in a race like this, that's going to give him maybe an extra chance at a lava dive or something along those lines, and that could mean the race.
Yep. So what I guess I do know is that there are two typical kinds of routes for RBO. One where you kind of double dip Norfair, and one where you just go down to Norfair one whole time. The single Norfair is not as safe. You don't get as many safeties because there are a couple of things back in Pink Brinstar and such that you cannot pick up without Speed Booster. Like for one, Criteria Supers, which are in Criteria, not Brinstar, and like the Waterway E-Tank. You can't get either of those without Speed Booster.
Yep. Yeah. And I wonder, Croakomire already not doubling back like Maniacal. I wonder if that's some sort of sign towards that single route. Don't know for sure, but we'll find out eventually here.
Yeah, that could be. And even if maybe like single route is what they typically do when they're going for PBs and runs, they could possibly do the double route this time instead, just to be a little bit safer since it's a race. But
yeah. And Maniacal having a pretty good Teresa fight.
Croakomire had
a little bit of an issue, so Maniacal making a little time there. But I mean, up until you get to the heated rooms, it's pretty much just going to be, that section on is going to be the deciding factor. So it's good to be quick in these rooms, but a little second there is not going to kill the race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you ended up in an RBO in the tournament yet? Have you played your match?
I will not be playing any RBO this this tournament. I have never finished an RBO run.
Oh, okay. I definitely I don't think I've ever done one, so not definitely don't blame you there. I would. I also, I mean, I feel like the triple bingos are pretty fun, so I feel like there's some good options for this week if you don't want to do that one.
Yeah, if you're curious, the choices this week are any percent, triple bingo, or RBO. Croakomire deciding against any percent, and Maniacal taking down triple bingo. So here we are with our RBO.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if Croak is gonna do Moon Dance just for memes. It looks like he is. Croakomire is our resident memer, but Moon Dance actually is a very viable strat for RBO. I don't know how fast it is technically, faster than going up Red Tower once you get there and getting those power bombs instead, but doing this while you're basically performing, I don't know, tech. Just bear with me here. Um, you're basically like performing the start of a moonfall in these blocks here, and I don't know, it'll like store a moonfall for you, and you can break through the blocks before the Edacoons and get down there without having a power bomb in the first place. I've never done it before. I don't even use Moonwalk as it is. So, have you done this before, Sire?
I have not done this, and I'm probably, unfortunately, I don't feel like I can help you out much. I believe that it has something to do with, because that moonfall is the uncapped fall speed. It like continuously adds them together, because he's like clipped in that block, and so you end up with a super high fall speed value that, when you get over to Edacoons, then you're going so fast you just clip. But I don't know that was any better of an explanation than what you already said. So
I feel like you used more technical words, so it sounded better.
Well, there we go. The technical words made me sound like I knew what I was talking about. But yeah, I'm not sure how long he has to do it, or like what the actual how you perform it, I guess. Because it does look like he's going back and forth. I mean, maybe that's just to speed it up, because you can do 2 per button press or something. But
I want to say it's at least over 100.
Yeah.
Al says 176. Thank you, Al.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the trouble with some of these things is keeping track of it. Oh, looks like he thinks he's done.
Thinks he's ready to go. Maniacal is gonna come up and get these tower power bombs really quickly before going back down. Oh, and there he goes. He's in.
There he goes. So, even, with RBO, we expected to see some interesting things, and we're even seeing some moonfall shenanigans, so that's awesome.
Yep, that is the moon dance, if you ever wanted to know. Now you know. Also handy, because there's supers down here, in addition to any tank and a power bomb.
Yeah, definitely. This area is loaded up with some goodies, so for RBO, you need them all.
Yep, you want lots of ammo in RBO so you can do your crystal flashes. And there's not that many. Compared to missiles, there's not very many supers and power bombs in the game. And 2 of the power bombs are already in Lower Norfair, so you want to collect as much as you can get before you go down there.
Yep, yeah. And most of the supers and power bombs are designed to be collected later in the game, I feel like, and especially in this run, there's quite a few supers in Wreck Ship, which you don't go to until later in the game, and later in this run. So, yeah, super counts, super important.
Yep.
I guess we'll do that. Feel a little weird about it, but soldier on. And I do see some people talking in the chat that his use of the moon dance might actually indicate he plans on doing a single Norfair, which could be cool. If he does single and Maniacal does double, we get to see both.
We'll see, because they're also saying that single Norfair is... Oh, he got 2 powerbomb drops from those bugs. Which I think is like a 4% drop rate. That was crazy.
Maybe the moon dance, messed with the RNG, and now everything's turning up power bombs.
Yeah, some kind of magic that moon dance was. And Maniacal, already into Norfair, gonna collect and prep up for his first hell run over to get his speed booster. Croak here is gonna do the wave gate glitch. Standing in the doorway, as long as you don't jump too far from the wall, you want to still be kind of flush to the wall in order for your super to actually trigger the gate to open. It's a little tricky to do. You have to be light on your controller or your keyboard in Croakomire's case.
Oh, and he uses all the supers and doesn't get it. That's super unfortunate.
Yeah, big heck.
So we'll see how his RNG luck goes for this farm. But yeah, that trick is not that simple when you don't have high jump. You know, that door setup he's doing, it's pretty finicky. I mean, with high jump, it's a lot easier. But neither of these players have the high jump yet, so having to do a slightly more difficult version. And as you can see, it can go wrong, and this farm can take forever. Wow, only one super so far.
Yeah, gets all that powerbomb luck.
Yeah.
No supers. Right, yeah. When Maniacal comes to get this E-Tank, he'll have Wave Beam, so it'll be easy peasy for him. But yeah, like you were saying, if you have high jump, you can just stand on the ground. I think you had it there. Maybe not. It looked better, but yeah, getting in that doorway and jumping out of that door but still being flush to the wall is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like he's gonna head over to Mission Impossible, give it a break, maybe get a super drop from the side hoppers and try it again later. But yeah, they're hard to kill without super missiles, so there he goes, he gets him down. And he doesn't get a super drop, so he can't actually complete Mission Impossible. Wow, he's having a rough ammo time here.
Michael's having a good time though in his heated rooms. I'm doing the bomb strats to farm these bugs before he makes it down to speed booster.
Yeah, his hell runs are going pretty smooth so far, and yeah, this is the first step. You see a lot of hell runs, you know, especially in like randos and things like that. These ones are kind of common, but we'll get to the tough ones soon. Just hang on to your seats.
Yeah, yeah, this is nothing for a lot of runners.
Wow, that's super missile luck. I am starting to feel really bad for Croakomire. Yeah, I think he's gotta go farm the cax because this luck is just unbearable.
Yeah, that might be his best bet. Yeah. I can't believe that. Yeah, he does have a 10 max super, but yeah, I don't know.
Or at this point, I wonder if he'll maybe even just switch back to doing some sort of double Norfair, or I don't know. We'll have to see what he decides.
Yeah, it's likely he was gonna do double Norfair anyway, but just wanted to moon dance. But yeah, he's gonna have to at this point, I think.
Well, when you summon the moon dance spirits or devils or whatever, then sometimes you gotta deal with the consequences. Man, and again, sitting on 0 supers, just having a real tough time.
Maniacal also making double chamber look pretty easy. This hell run to wave beam, I think a lot of people would say it's harder than the hell run to Bow Mountain, and he's doing a great job conserving his health here, picking up his wave beam.
Oh yeah, I certainly always fall down in that room, and then you don't have enough tanks. It's yeah, you die.
Yeah, 100%. I very much hate this room.
But yeah, he's making it look very easy. Getting a little close, but man, that shot from underneath to open the door, I like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
So yeah, wow, he did come out really low, but gets the job done for sure. And we'll hit the farm station here.
Yep. I think he still has a little bit in his reserve, so that'll be enough to get him to the bugs.
Yeah.
And Croaky picking up his high jump boots. Maniacal, yeah, actually he doesn't even need to go to the bugs. He can just go to the health refill, like you said. Doesn't want to get hit by those pirates, though.
No, everything in that room a little bit dangerous, so takes it slow, gets it done.
I think
Not
he would have been fine hitting the solid gamers, but the pirates definitely not. He would have definitely died.
yeah. So, yeah, he seems to be taking a very measured approach, I would say, as far as this run goes. Looks like he's got a good idea what he wants to do, and is executing pretty well so far. So, Michael having a good start to his race.
Yeah. Taking on our second mini boss here. The mini bosses do not count in the reverse boss order. You can fight them in any order you'd like, with the exception of Bomb Chorizo. I think he's pretty standard.
Is it possible to fight Croakomire after Ridley?
I mean, I suppose it's possible.
He got back that he's got grapple beam, right?
If you don't need his items.
Yeah.
Grapple, yeah. Grapple's most useful. Well, there are two places that grapple beam is useful in RBO. One would be farming before Ridley in Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
And two, if you do the grapple escape out of Dragon's room. Since you don't have gravity suit, you gotta do something to get out of there.
Yeah, definitely.
Cookie made it through his hell runs. A little bruised, but he'll be okay.
Yeah, he was still farming for supers, reloading rooms and things, but now he's at this farm spot, so he should be able to fill up, finally get up to a good count here. So hopefully this will smooth out a little bit from him. A couple of hell runs here should be able to handle those no problem.
Yeah, grapple in Lornar Fair is pretty priceless. I kind of found that out the hard way, as I'm someone who doesn't have an angle down mapped on my controller, so therefore grapple doesn't really help me.
Oh, wow.
I actually couldn't complete that section without it, so I actually had to change my controls just for RBO.
Oh, wow.
Maniacal! Oh, he was going for the best mock ball in the game. So close, just had a little bonk.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm probably not as good a runner as you, but I just can't fathom the scheme where you don't have an angle down button.
Trust me, it's not because I'm a good runner. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of times where I think I wish I had an angle down, but I'm used to it now. But I don't think it does not give me an advantage. Alright, so Maniacal is gonna make his escape out of these heated rooms and probably go and clean up the rest of Brinstar and Criteria and get some of his goodies.
Yeah. Yep, it's a good time to clean up the really, I mean, it's kind of the cleanup for the rest of the game here, so
yeah, cleaning up Meridia too. Not really cleaning it up, but just starting to clean it up. If he gets Ice Beam. There are a couple things in Meridia, like Crab Supers, the Mama Turtle E-Tank. You can get those ahead of time before going to Lornar Fair, if you so choose.
Croakomire getting real low. Saved by the reserves.
Reserves, best item.
Yeah, in this category, definitely don't want to snub those reserve tanks for sure. Oh, nice. Maniacal getting a good speed ball into the first room there.
Yeah, that was neat.
Looked like he was a little unsure about his energy coming in, but it looks good from my perspective. As quick as he made it up here, he should be able to make it back.
Yeah, I think he has plenty.
Yep.
Getting that ice beam. So
Oh,
let's see where he goes first. Yeah, that's the worst part about getting ice beam is there's nobody's on the way out.
Oh,
It's
that
not the
pops the
same.
reserves in room, but does make it through, so.
Heck.
So yeah, I'm not really sure what the counts are for RBO, what they're going for. Probably just a lot. I feel like at least 7-8 tanks I see a lot of times. Does that sound right? Or
I think even more than that. Yeah, I don't know the counts either. I wasn't prepared. But or yeah, like that. So yeah, I think I said Brinstar Reserve earlier. I meant you'd skip Norfair Reserve, and this is why Croaky is not
yeah, he's not gonna make it out, and I
not
don't.
gonna live.
I don't
Unfortunately, he did
know.
save though, so he's
Okay.
got either another try. Well, he's not done. There's another room.
Yeah, I didn't see him save, so I'm glad he did though. Because oh, and he turns off Moonfall.
Like, yeah, doesn't need it anymore, I guess. I don't know if it messed him up at all or.
Yeah, it looked like he was fiddling a little bit in that room with the moonwalk, but oh no, it looks like he. Oh no, he just needs a farm. That's where he's going.
Maniacal going to get X-ray.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Is that
That
an
is
item he
interesting
needs?
to me. You can.
I mean, I know that you can X-ray climb out of Dragon, so it's like maybe it's a backup in case he messes everything up.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if not gonna do another strat, or if it fails him somehow, then yeah, X-ray climb.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean the Dragon strats are all pretty tough, so doesn't take too long to get through this room with grapple, and in a race. I mean, if he messes it up but saves a couple of minutes doing that, being able to X-ray climb out, then he could still win the race. So I like Maniacal's play tonight. I feel like he's got a real plan here. I'm just trying to take notes. So that maybe next time I'll be more prepared.
That's all right. Hey, it was either us or nobody, so this is what you get. So Croaky was successful in getting the Norfair Reserve this time. Now, gonna go fight his son, Croakomire.
And you were right about those gamers. Croak going right through them and still having plenty of health. So Maniacal in the Brinstar cleanup over here. Old Brinstar.
Yeah, he's gonna go, since he already got that E-tank over there, he's gonna go get these climb supers actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, Croakomire versus Croakomire. Who will win?
Is there any kind of special emote for that? Croak versus Croc?
Not really. I do have this one though.
That's pretty good.
That's Croaky's emote. This Maniacal gonna take it safe here, having that ice beam and wave beam helps too. Gonna freeze the little bullions and Get his supers. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Poor Croakomire. Croakomire's down. For both runners. Oh, he's going for that. For the spike suit there. I don't think he got it though. I don't know what he would really use it for, but you know, I think it's still fun to get.
Yeah, I have seen some people do like a spark over to the power bombs to the left here, but
that's true.
I mean, if you're getting grapple anyways, I don't know if it really saves any time.
You think these runners are gonna grapple that Ripper? Are gonna do the intended strats, sire?
Oh,
no.
Sorry.
You can just, if you kill those bugs so the drops remain, you can just do a little run and jump up into the power bombs if you have speed boost and high jump. I think you can do it from the little movie platform if you have high jump, just high jump and no speed. Oh, Croak did get the mock ball. Very nice.
Yeah, he's settling in now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Now that he's turned off the moonfall.
Turned off the meme walk.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Maniacal. Did he do the wraparound shot?
You know,
that's another thing I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, the wraparound there, I don't know really the setup. I see a lot of people running back and forth and not getting it for a while. So, I mean, I think it's like the super missile shot where there's a specific place you're supposed to stand and run, but I'm not 100% sure where it is.
Yeah, I think it works differently with different beams. I'm not sure. We might see Maniacal actually just skip both of these missiles. There's plenty of missiles in the game. Not really what we're going for. We're going more for E-tanks, supers, and power bombs.
Yep, exactly.
Alright, Croaky on his way out of his first North Fair trip. And yeah, Maniacal had to have gotten that wraparound shot really quickly because I didn't even see him do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I usually see that, and it takes people several tries.
Yeah, I know. I see some people they're running back for a while, and then I see a lot of first tries too. I feel like I don't get too many in betweens, like second or third try. It's either like first try or you're gonna be there a
while. So Maniacal making his first Edikun step, and Croakomire, Croak did not get Ice Beam. So that tells me he's not gonna be going to Meridia anytime soon. I guess he's gonna be going to Gauntlet and Criteria power bombs right now. Well, he still has to get these red tower power bombs actually. Yeah, no Ice Beam yet.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that plays in on RBO. I know a lot of times it's faster to wait on it, but
he's not getting those power bombs either. What does it mean?
Shooting at the door, but
why is it? It is April Fool's Day. He's just
that is true.
He's having a good time.
Are they even running RB? I don't know. He is gonna need those power bombs though, right?
Yeah, I imagine I'll get him eventually. Cause right now he's only... I don't even think he has enough ammo for one Crystal Flash.
Nah, yeah, I think he's at 10.
Yeah.
see if Maniacal gets the little Mission Impossible here. Or if he's even going for it. Might not be going for it.
Michael already 30 max power bombs.
Yeah. His ammo's in great shape.
Yeah, just missing one in Meridia. 2 in Lower Norfair. I don't know where the other one is. I can't think right now.
The ones that are left?
Yeah.
What'd you say? 2 in Lower Norfair, Meridia. And then...
One more somewhere.
Yeah, isn't there one in Wreck Ship somewhere?
There's no power bombs in the wreck ship.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's all super missiles. E-tanks.
See, and I wanted to see Bingo, and I don't even know where all the power bombs are. I didn't deserve Bingo.
I guess not. I guess I don't either.
I cannot, unless he does have 35, and he's just really low. I didn't know.
So Croakomire heading out, it does look like he's not gonna fully dip back into Pinkburn Star and instead go back down Red Tower getting all that stuff.
Maybe
or
so.
not.
Or not. Who knows anymore?
Yeah, I certainly don't. But here's Maniacal doing the waterway, like you were saying. You know, if you don't do the 2 trips, you can't get this one because you don't have speed boosters or power bombs for that matter at a certain point. So.
That is right. Gonna do a nice. Oh, so close. Just jumped a little too high, I think. Croak gonna do those criteria PBs without ice, which is a lot harder. I think you can. Yeah, usually you want a deboost to get over there. I think you can make it over there with a couple of good jumps, but you gotta get pretty lucky.
Is he gonna kill him? Oh.
Yeah, I think so. 2 power bombs will kill him. Yeah, gets the job done, I guess.
Hey, I mean, you know, I knew I was gonna see some interesting stuff in an RBO run, and you don't see too many runs where those things get killed, so.
Yeah, those poor booyahs, they thought they were safe in their little home. They weren't.
Maniacal speeding back down towards Norfair again. Not sure how many supers he has at this point, but that's probably the lowest part of his ammo. His power bombs and missiles being pretty good.
I think at this point he would have 15. Spore Spawn, early supers, some other supers, you know. But I think his max is 15 right now.
Yeah.
My brain is not working today.
Well, I mean, you said, where's the last power bombs? I can't think of it either. There's,
Ooh, Maniacal gonna go for this super jump here. He's gonna shoot this fish. Oh no, he killed it! He shot the fish one too many times. You want to, since you're above the fish, and you freeze that, you can land on it and get up there kind of easy peasy. Now he has to kind of do this the more difficult way.
Yeah, it's a lot of counting in this area. How many shots you're doing, and you do not want to count wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the method that I know. Supering the wall so that the crab falls down and making sure the crab is on enough shots so that your next shot will freeze it. And then using him as a little platform to get up on top of the fish. You can also freeze the fish close to the wall and wall jump in between the wall and the frozen fish. I think that's pretty difficult though.
Yes, I do as well. But yeah, definitely good to see some suitless Meridia strats here as well.
Yeah.
RBO all about the suitless, so I'm gonna see a little dip in Meridia here. Mostly going for those super missiles, I'm assuming, or what else is he going for? Oh, you said the E-tank.
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably it. He could go over to the beach. There are supers there, and yeah, there is one set of supers over in the beach, which looks like that is what he's doing. Oh, but he missed the grapple. Grapple is terrible for its intended use.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he was heading beach way, but
he could do that after, I guess. But you could also get Batoon's E-Tank, since he doesn't count as a boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Go the full suitless. Or, well, I guess I was thinking rando.
Yeah, it's hard when you're mostly a rando player. I think RBO would be really hard too when you're a rando player, because you can get, in randomizer, you can get a ton of supers and a ton of power bombs theoretically, and that'll make hell runs super easy with all the crystal flashes you can do. But in vanilla, you are limited to what the game actually has, and I think that gives you maybe at most like 3 crystal flashes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is before Ridley. I mean, the total max is only 5, so, or actually no, that's not even right. It's 4, isn't it?
I think the hope is that once you get down to Lower Fair, you're able to use the refill at Golden Chorizo. You can also refill on supers there with the rippers before that room. And then usually there's one kind of before not the 3 musketeers, but the other 3 musketeers. The first 3 musketeers.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. I don't know. Do you get Firefly E-Tank on the way out or before Ridley? I'm not sure.
I think that it depends on your ammo going in, but I feel like I see a lot of E-Tank before going into Ridley. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but yeah, I see Tracy mentioning on the way in as well. I think that the main strat is to get Firefly on the way in, and then rid the E-Tank, and hopefully make it out alive.
Yeah, that makes sense, because then you can fill up on power bombs for a crystal flash right before Ridley.
Yeah. Yep. So
we don't know where Croaky's going. Nobody knows.
Well, he still needs these power bombs, so at least he's getting things he needs.
That's true. He's working.
And they do have a good amount of E-tanks now. I mean, Maniacal onto his second row, and Croakomire as well. He's got a second row going as well.
Alright, here's those supers for Maniacal.
Yeah. And I feel like Maniacal's playing it very safe with all this extra ammo. I mean, with RBO, I don't know if that's even a question. Like, you probably have to play it safe or you die. So it's good to see. But
yeah, I think most of what he's doing is typical, if not all. But I know there are some players who kind of streamline it down as much as they possibly can to save time. But yeah, I think this is pretty typical amount of ammo he's getting.
If anything, I feel like Maniacal hasn't really picked up a lot of regular missiles. You do still need those for crystal flashes. I hope he has at least 20 or 30. Well, he definitely has 20, but I mean, hope he has closer to 30.
Yeah, I actually wasn't paying attention to how much he hires.
He skipped a lot of packs. I haven't seen him pick up missiles in a long time.
I'm just gonna have faith in him. He's got it under control.
I feel like he does. He's got it in. He's got it in the bag here. And Croakomire also getting that X-ray, so planning himself to do some X-ray climbing. It looks like.
I think that might be
Or maybe
one of, if not, is Croaky's favorite item.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just gonna break the game and finish right now.
You know, it might result in a DQ, but he'd be okay with that, I think.
As you said, it is April Fool's Day, so let Maniacal get all the way to the end and then put a whatever that crazy X-ray strat is to the end of the game.
Oh yeah, the space time.
Space, yeah. So
Right.
it looks like Maniacal's done with Meridia, right?
Yep, for now. Yeah, I think he's good to go to Ridley. I think this is about where he's going to stop. Collecting things before the scary part.
And so this is where it gets good. I mean, we're gonna see that Lower Norfair Hell Run action and lava dives and all kinds of stuff. So hang on to your butts.
Croak actually broke the tube, but didn't perform the gravity jump there because, well, he didn't have Ice Beam. Now he's going to get it. I mean, you can still get up there just fine without the super jump, but it's less flashy. I don't know. Maybe so Maniacal, yeah, at least 30. And still don't know where that last power bomb that I can't think of is. Oh, now he's going to get the reserve? No, he's just saving. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming up to lava dive time, so even with all these E-tanks, I probably would do a save there too, just in case something goes wrong and maybe you lose too much energy and you just reset or whatever.
Yeah, I should have went with my gut. He is getting it.
So I don't know. I know there's a trick with the reserves where you basically they keep you from dying if you keep turning them on and off or whatever, but that's not allowed in this category, is it? You know?
I don't know maybe what you're describing exactly. There is a pause buffer strat. It's not necessarily turning the reserves like off and on as far as like manual to auto kind of thing, but basically if you are going through the pause transition, you can't die. So say you're like at the very end of your Ridley fight and you're so close to death and you're just waiting for him to like actually die and turn into health. If you're like at 0 health but you're jumping through the drops that it gives you and you are pausing and in the middle of the pause animation, even if it shows that you're at 0 health, you can still collect the health and be alive. It's a very bad explanation. I tried.
Well,
but
it's still,
the reserve. I don't know if that's exactly what you're talking about, though. I think there's something else that you're talking about.
I mean, it sounds right, and I mean that's pretty interesting. I wasn't, I guess, 100% familiar with that, so that's cool.
Yeah, because maybe what you've seen is like some people getting down to like really low health, pausing and then showing that they're at 0 and then manually filling like a little bit at a time kind of thing, like 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah, I think that's what they'll fiddle with the reserve and then pause and unpause, and so it probably takes advantage of what what you're saying with the start button, and then just like
Yeah.
using the reserves to stretch time out.
Yeah, I think it's more of like maybe more of a desperation move rather than something like actually helpful. But Croaky is gonna get
Yeah,
his supers are over here at the beach as well.
and he did that wall jump move off the fish that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Made sure to show it off, which was awesome.
that is really cool. I don't know if it's easier or harder being on a keyboard, but whatever it is, it feels like it would hurt my hands.
Yeah, a lot of these tricks do.
All right. So Maniacal, yep, up to 40 missiles. So that's
Okay.
fine. And
Yeah,
then looks
that's
like
a
30 and 30.
40 missiles, 30 supers, and at least 30 power bombs. That looks like very good ammo.
Yeah. Oh no! He took that spike hit though. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. But maybe a whittle.
So, Maniacal is starting his lava dive. Doing the roll-in method.
Yep, if you unmorph, there you won't get hit by the flames, even though it looks like you might.
And gets
Perfect.
quickly. Yeah, first try. And he'll take the save. That's good.
And let's see, he has 2 reserves, I think.
Yeah, I believe 2 or 3.
I wonder if that's enough to get him to the refill without having to do a crystal flash. I don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like I see a lot of crystal flashes right here in this first room, or maybe the second. So
yeah. So as you're descending down the elevator, your health is still going down, even if you don't see it going down.
Yeah, and his reserve already popped on the elevator, so
yeah.
There he goes for his first crystal flash.
Nicely done. Crystal Flash, you just need at least 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 11 power bombs because you used 1 power bomb to trigger the Crystal Flash.
Wow.
You need to be under. Wow, nice jumping gate glitch there.
Yeah. He's having a good run with a lot of these tricks here, and getting that gate glitch first try is super important in RBO as well because the more supers you use, you can run out of crystal flash ammo in a hurry. So
one of you in chat has to have the first try emote. That's Maniacal emote. Could be going for Mama Turtle here. As Maniacal picks up Screw Attack, gonna take the refill, and then probably fight Golden Chorizo.
Looks like he's trying to do the door jump, actually.
Oh, so he doesn't want those supers. Yeah, I think pretty much the only reason why you'd fight Golden Chorizo is to collect the super pack above him. Maniacal is being brave.
And without plasma, that fight, it can drag on a little bit. So even with that many tanks, sometimes it can be a little dangerous.
This trick works when you have high jump speed and screw attack. You want to start your run kind of where that line in the ground is. There he goes. Oh no! He broke the spin. You can also stand in the doorway and do it. It's a little bit harder. But you don't want to be all the way to the back of the platform, and you don't want to be too close to the front either. He's pretty much perfect right where that line is in the ground. There you go. Okay, so you get the beach supers instead of getting the GT supers. But why not both?
More supers. You never can have enough supers.
I'm just a baby about fighting Ridley without plasma. Maybe that's why I would get him.
Well,
Nice spark.
especially in this category, I mean, what you're about to see, basically, fighting Ridley without plasma, and while your health is continuously being drained by the heat damage, to the point where you could fire all your supers and beat him, but then not have any health left and not be able to Crystal Flash. So
Yep.
you gotta make sure to, they're both sitting on at least 30 supers. Gotta make sure to get pretty much all of those into Ridley, or that fight is not gonna end well.
Yep. This is beam combo. You need 60 shots. Not gonna take quite a long time. Alright, so he is gonna commit this fire fleet, you think? Maybe fill up a little bit on power bomb to have another Crystal Flash handy for him.
Yeah, he's a little. I don't know how many Crystal Flashes you need for this part, but he's so close. I wonder if he'll do like a second farm to get. Oh no, he's got 20 now. Never mind.
I think we're just gonna do one more Crystal Flash. And the good thing only fell there. But yeah, what he did there was, instead of taking damage from the spike, is take damage from Fire Fleet and then uses iframes to jump back up on the platform. And now it's pretty dark, and this room absolutely sucks in the dark because you cannot see.
Yeah, he's having a lot of trouble. This is unfortunate because those spikes, I guess we didn't really, or maybe I just missed it, but we didn't really touch on it that much. But part of the not having the suits is that everything down in Lower Norfair deals a ton of damage. Normally by this point, you would have both suits, and it's, I mean, what is it, like one suit takes off half and the other half or something? I don't remember, but basically it's like a quarter of the damage that you take when you have both suits, and this is, he was losing whole E-tanks with no suits on.
Yep, I think they were doing 60 damage to him without his suits.
Yeah.
Croaky in the Lower Norfair as well, and just going for it. not getting screw attack.
Wow. Okay. So this is interesting.
Ooh, this is scary.
Well, I mean, if it works, he's gonna save a ton of time, and he's not too far behind Maniacal at this point. So
That wasn't good though. He got hit by a pirate, which I do not think was intended. And those pirates, I want to say they do like 120 damage to you.
Yeah. Yeah, everything down here hits like a truck. So yeah, now he's gonna have to pop the reserves. I wonder where he's gonna have to
Maybe you'll see some of that. No, not yet. I was gonna say, maybe you'll see some of that reserved action you were talking about. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have enough to get to Fire Fleet.
A little bit. All right.
Yeah, I guarantee you, even if he doesn't make it.
Oh no!
No, don't Crystal Flash there.
So
he might have been able to make it, like barely, but maybe.
Yeah. Let's be honest though. That pirate has killed me or knocked me in the lava like 100 times before, or 1,000 times. Like, I mean, he was. It was close, but it definitely happens. That pirate can just ruin your day.
Oh yeah.
So
they put him there for a reason. even in not RBO, like that room is just bad. Even if you have both suits. So now Croaky being a little more, oh no, he's not, never mind, I take that back. Maniacal showing us what grapple is good for in RBO. Fast farming before Ridley here. Gonna get his supers all the way up to full.
Yeah, and this is the other problem here with Croakomire not getting screw attack. You gotta use a lot of power bombs that you could otherwise be doing crystal flashes with, so you do have to manage this pretty carefully if you're gonna do this method. Oh,
Oh, that was
oh,
really close. Oh no!
this is the
So
jump again.
close.
There it goes. Oh, but we have a Ridley fight on Maniacal's side.
Yeah, Maniacal's in.
And looks good so far. Gets Pogo. Oh, now we're
She's
swooping.
getting lots of fireballs. Yeah. Being kind of rude.
There we go. Now he's getting a good Pogo. He's got half the supers in. Did he miss one? I don't know. I think he missed at least one. Gonna supplement with some missiles here. He's getting very low. I think he's
Oh no!
done. Yeah. Yeah, Maniacal missed a couple missiles, and that's just how that fight goes. So if you guys like Ridley fights, we're gonna have a couple more, it looks like.
Yeah, at least a couple more.
Dang, did you see that short charge by Croakomire?
That was a very short charge.
I don't even know if I've ever seen that one.
You could see Maniacal's screen kind of go dark once his reserves triggered. He paused just a little bit too late to fill him up.
Yeah, and at the very end, he took a tail hit too. I mean, any tail hits from Ridley are gonna pretty much spell your death there.
Alright, Croak, what's next for ya?
So yeah, and you can see Maniacal and Croak in kind of the same-ish areas, but Maniacal having way more supers and about the same amount of power bombs, I guess. So that's good.
Yeah, Croaky just a room or two behind. He's gonna have to crystal flash here. Don't do it, Croaky. He's gonna go in. Oh, yeah, going for the cargo with no suits. Not the best idea.
Yep. Yep, just YOLOing all his energy. Ooh, and Croakomire, he's gonna need to do another flash, right? Or no, I guess he can farm with this. Oh, that's fine. Never mind. He was early.
He'll be okay. The thing is, though, he's not really at a good... I don't know. He's not really at a good place right now, because he'll have, like, enough to farm up for another crystal flash, but it's like he'll just be, like, going in a circle, like, crystal flashing and filling up and not really, like, making progress. He's kind of at that point with his ammo and health situation.
Yeah, he needs so much ammo that the drops, they don't fill him up enough.
Yeah, and yeah, it fills up so slowly, and then when he gets, like, the health drops, he just kind of stays at a standstill. But, you know, Croaky's the professional, not me, so I'm just gonna believe that he'll be okay. Maniacal's gonna go round 2 on Ridley.
Yep.
Good start.
And this is definitely shaping up to be a great race with them very close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're getting good pogos this time. Oh man, just standing there forever. Okay.
Very nice.
Firing some missiles just to make sure. I think it was a few more than he needed, but...
He's gonna take a little of his reserve now.
Yep.
And gets picked up. So far, so good. And 3 takes is plenty to get the drops and then be able to collect the E-Tank. He is good to go.
Yeah, that
nice job, Maniacal. That was very clean.
Yeah, so first try, every time.
Yep, first try, every first time.
Oh
Crook's gonna
man.
have to do a crystal flash here soon.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about. He needs another one. He's not gonna go in after the crystal flash, is he?
I sure hope not.
Why is he so close to this door? Okay. I think he was considering going in.
I think maybe if you're too far over, you can trigger one of the bugs to come out, and zoom in at you and interrupt your crystal flash. I think that's possible.
Oh, alrighty.
We're hoping for a fast 4 more supers here for Croaky. That way he can jump right into Ridley. But yeah, for Maniacal, no, the hard part is not over. I don't know. It's an argument to be made, but I think, yeah, for one, he has to get out of here. For two, I think Dragon is also a very difficult fight and very difficult to get out of in RBO. So I wouldn't say the fun's over.
Yeah, Ridley, you have to have a real clean fight against Ridley, but it's not really tricky. Whereas the Dragon fight, I feel like ends up being rather tricky. Well, more the escape. Do you blue suit if you have to do the grapple jumps, or if you have to, X-ray climb, which it looks like they might be considering here. All of those tricks are not easy and something you definitely have to learn and practice and know.
Crookie, it's a Ridley wing. He's okay too. He probably would have wanted to not have you all as reserves. I don't know if it matters much though. Yeah, he had a pretty nice fight as well. Missed a couple supers, was a little bit lower on health than Maniacal was, but makes it through all the same.
Yeah, definitely. And Maniacal looks like he's trying to. Yeah, it looks like he was trying to get through the next room or something, but decides to play it safe and crystal flash here. There's a pack of power bombs here in this section. Was that one of the ones you were already counting?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
There's 2 down here, right? Just 2?
TB's a shame.
I'm gonna have to write them all down or something.
Yeah, there's TB's a shame. There's the ones here in this section. Those are missiles.
One in Meridia. And then, yeah, I don't know where the other one he's missing is. Why? I don't know why I'm like this. So, the Crystal Flash, you need... Yeah, he only has 30. So you need at least 10 missiles, 10 supers, and at least 11 power bombs. You need to be under 50 health. And all your reserves have to be empty. You have to be at 50 or below in health completely. You need to morph, you need to lay a power bomb, hold the shoot button, the R and L button. I do it differently, so I have to think. It's holding down, holding the shot button, and R and L. And she does a neat crystal flash where she fills up all of her health, but at the expense of 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 11 power bombs.
So wait, do you hold different buttons with your controller setup? I thought it was still the same.
They are the same button. But my item select is on L. So I actually have to have my item select on supers and then press all the buttons so that my item select goes over to power bombs and then uses the power bomb instead of moving over to grapple.
Okay.
So it's a little different, but it is the same buttons.
That's a thing. Oh wow, Croakomire just having no fear about those key hunters.
Croaky.
Wow.
He's just taking them.
I mean, I'm so bad at damage values, but I feel like those hit for over 100. right?
No suits 200.
Yeah. Okay.
Is a hit for 100 with just Varia, and then
Okay.
50 with Gravity.
Yeah, because he hit them and then his tanks
Well,
were
let's find out. Let's watch him get hit by an. Yeah, I think that's 200.
Wow.
We don't know how he's gonna get 6 more super. I don't think he knows how he's gonna get 6 more super.
Well, he's gonna farm the power bombs here. So he'll have those.
Time for some.
As long as he can get out.
Yes, the RBO boss order has to be Ridley, Dragon, Phantoon, Kraid. That is the rules. So it's just the opposite of the intended boss order. I have a feeling the Namahes, or are those Namahes or are those Funes? I don't know. I have a feeling they don't have very good super drop rates.
Yeah, I don't think they drop so well. Yeah, I mean maybe less than 1% or something. So, but yeah, I guess that's what's happening, huh? I was wondering why he kept killing that Namahe, and now it makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So yeah, he's not gonna find supers really anywhere. So I don't know what his plan is.
I mean, the way that he stored that short charge in the section here, I feel like he'd have better luck maybe trying to get a charge through the door and killing a key hunter for a super. I don't know if that would probably take too much health.
Yeah,
I don't know.
especially since it's going into the heated room.
Yeah.
So that's what's unfortunate. I don't. I believe in Croaky though. Nico's gonna show us a grapple jump here. This one is a little bit easier than the one in Dragon's room. For a couple reasons. One is that there's no kind of platform in the way of you. So there's like a little ledge under where you can grapple the turret in Dragon's room. So that kind of gets in your way. And secondly, grappling the turret actually expends your health. So that's why that grapple jump is a lot easier. Alright, you have a lot of power bombs.
Oh no, Maniacal having a little issue with the snake there.
Oh, Matun.
He had a good setup for the pattern, but a lot of those super missiles missed.
Yeah, sometimes he takes you by surprise. I know a lot of people use the music as a cue for when Batoon's gonna pop out, but I'm sure it's not perfect.
Yeah. And once you get that bad pattern, there's no going back. He is still trying to farm. I feel so. In the next room up top to the left, there's the guys that jump out of the floor. Don't those guys drop supers?
No, they drop almost exclusively power bombs as well. I think only power bombs are health. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like no matter what enemy you try to kill here, they're just full of power bombs. But yeah, I don't even think they drop missiles. Like, I think it's just power bombs or health. I'm still waiting to see how how this is gonna end.
I know. I keep waiting to see if there even is a single super missile drop. I mean, it'd be nice to have confirmation that this is gonna work at some point in the.
Or he's just like waiting till he's completely full on power bombs and then is gonna farm health all the way up.
Oh wow!
Like that has to be what he's doing, which kind of sucks because he has to use at least one power bomb each time he comes in here to kill the Namahes. I get a big health there, but yeah. So I guess after this round, he'll finally be full on power bombs, and then start getting big healths from the fire fleas. Croaky is enjoying this. Trust me, he's fine. But yeah, I guess at that point you can either farm up a bunch of health or farm up enough health to be able to actually take down some key hunters and hope for super drops.
Yeah, I mean that's gotta be the play at this point.
Maniacal using that grapple beam through the Coliseum. Kind of like intended strats, although you are intended to have the gravity suit here. Has tons of health, doesn't need to be too careful. You do want to not get stuck in the sand there, though, because that's not only sand. There are spikes in that sand, and we covered that spikes hurt.
If we know anything about RBO, it's that spikes hurt.
Spikes hurt. Yeah, what have we learned today? That's what.
Anybody have one of those the more you know rainbows on cue? Oh, how Croakomire has more than 30 power bombs. He's still going.
Oh, Croak.
Alright, but we do have the Dragon fight coming in from Maniacal, so
yes.
This should be interesting. See what he does. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying blue suit. They don't have gravity suit. That's not even an option here. Looks like he's starting off with a couple of spazer shots.
There is a trick you can do.
Oh yeah, with the crystal
when you
flash.
Yeah, you crystal flash while you're getting goop, and that'll make you store some kind of suit. And that's how people get out of this room.
So, yeah, I remembered that earlier and then forgot it right before he started fighting the shrimp again.
It's hard to keep track of all the hot tech.
Alright, but he does just do the standard grapple kill when you were a kid strats.
Very nice.
Or at least that's what I used to do.
So he has a decent amount of health here, but yeah, like I said before, and he has plenty of ammo for Crystal Flash if he needs it. But like I said before, putting your grapple beam into the turret, just as you saw while you're killing Dragon, it takes your health too. So if he has trouble doing this grapple jump out, it could get a little dicey.
Yep. Let's see how it goes for him here.
Funny how the turrets don't shoot you anymore once Dragon's dead.
Yeah, that's true, but you still have to hit him with the super to open him up.
See, that ledge right there makes it a little bit trickier. So you don't really have like room to swing like you do in the aqueduct room, but nice job. There we go.
Maniacal getting that rather quickly. I mean, it was only like 2 or 3 tries, it feels like, so. Now, this is much harder, the X-ray climb, isn't it? You have to, like, jump through the door on the last frame, or on the last pixel or something, and then get stuck in the door, basically.
Basically, it's not that bad. And I say that because I've actually performed an X-ray climb before, and I've never performed that grapple jump. But
Oh, okay.
um, you want to do one of those stationary spin jumps, to whereas you jump and you just are barely, or you barely tap the direction and jump, so that while you're spin jumping, you don't really like move forward or backward. But the spin jump gets your hitbox wide enough so that you actually do go through the door, and then hopefully when you're stuck in the door, I want to say you want to be in a crouch position.
I usually see people crouched. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna correct me. I haven't done this in a long time. I didn't expect X-ray climbing today.
I think crouched is right. If you get stuck crouched in the door, then you're set up. Oh no, you don't. I don't know. Azure says no. I don't know.
Why are you on commentary? Yeah, I was gonna say it's either way. It's either you definitely don't want to be crouched, or you definitely do. I know one way makes it that you can't.
Well,
that you
looks
can't
like we were
it.
wrong. People are saying standing, so.
Standing. Okay.
Okay, so you get stuck standing in the door, and then what happens?
And then you can what do you do? I feel like I need a controller to be able to do it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I feel like I'm describing all of these things that I don't know how to do, so I'm describing them badly. So you do you can, so once you're standing in the door, you can turn on X-ray like really quick, and then turn around really quick and crouch. And I think as you're turning and crouching, you let go of X-ray, and then that like moves you up. But we'll just, there he goes. We'll just watch him do it.
Yeah, I think Maniacal got it.
Oh yes, turn off morph so you don't get stuck.
Yep,
so he crouches and then turns, and then as he's turning back, he lets go of X-ray, and that forces him to stand, which moves him up.
Yep.
That is not at all what I said the first time, but you know, we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, you were close enough. You'd probably get there eventually. But yeah, and I do know the screen doesn't scroll, so you watch the map in the top right corner there, or you just know from practicing. But when you get up to the section you need to open the door, that's when you stop.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep, so he's on his way, probably about halfway.
I want to say too that things can get a little bit weird once you're actually out of the water at the top. But I don't recall what you're actually supposed to do in that case, or if you are supposed to do something different.
Wow, and Croakomire is just gonna straight up farm to full health. This method.
I did look at Mile, and the Namahes and Funes, so whichever one, do actually have a 2% super drop. But
oh, he just got one. As you said that.
2% strats, very nice.
2%. It feels like 2%. Wow.
So it looks like Maniacal is there. Yeah. Oh. So I guess once you reach where you're actually out of the water, you can start jumping, and then here you are. And then this is going to be another little super jump. Ooh, he does it perfectly. I don't actually know how exactly that one's done, but that was very clean.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, the last two bosses are, because we're doing reverse boss order, I mean, they're the starter bosses, the first two that you usually fight, and usually a little easier. So at this point, that's kind of should be a quick finish from Maniacal. Now that he is out of Dragon's area,
Yeah.
and yeah, Croakomire. I feel like he should be ready to head out of Norfair as well.
Yeah, he's almost ready. Maniacal's sitting pretty here. Might wanna... Doesn't want to take a spike hit. And this wall jump can be a little tricky, but he's got space jump, so yeah, he's okay. Imagine forgetting you have... Just imagine.
What was that? Sorry,
So imagine forgetting that you have space jump.
Oh yeah, especially at this part where it's a lot faster to space jump over the water than get stuck running slowly through it. Yeah. One of the other things, I imagine, I haven't actually watched an RPO run in a while, to be honest, but I don't believe that they end up picking up Varia, right? Because by that point, they'll have gravity and not need Varia at all.
Yeah, that is true. I think it's up to preference, but yeah, you can choose not to. That way, you don't have to worry about turning it off for stand-up glitch.
Yeah.
Unless you anticipate taking more than like 60 tanks of damage. But hey, it happens.
Yeah, and Maniacal up to, what is that? He's only missing 2 E-tanks, so shouldn't have too much of an issue there. Hopefully. Maniacal does get his plasma beam, so now I'll be able to kill most of the stuff a lot quicker. Always good for a speedrun.
He can microwave Phantoon if you want.
Yeah, true.
Which is probably the fastest way, unless you get some good patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coke still at his 1 super drop.
Does he need to do a Crystal Flash before getting out of Lower Norfair this way?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think this is plenty of health to get out of Lower Norfair, but I say that with experience having screw attack, though. So,
oh yeah,
unless he could be in a really sketchy spot if he's not good at dodging the key hunters.
True, yeah, he never picked up screw attack, which takes what, 30 seconds, a minute? Oh, no, probably a minute or 2, and then he spent many minutes on this farm.
But this is Croak likes the... If you've ever seen a Croak stream, he likes the endless power bomb Lower Norfair farming. It's one of his best skills.
Although I shouldn't talk, I remember one of the rando races I did. I tried some stuff that I hadn't really practiced in worst room in the game, and probably took longer than this.
It happens. It just kind of, if I know Croak, I'd say this is all part of the plan.
So Maniacal did do some Forgotten Highway over to the wrecked ship here, and we're gonna see his Phantoon fight.
Yeah,
probably.
I wasn't expecting that Forgotten Highway.
Yeah, I don't know. On RBO, it kind of makes sense if you're going to pick up plasma that would be faster, but I don't know. Everybody always seems to say that it's never faster, so I don't really know. Oh, and Croak's
escaping.
making progress. Or still farming?
I might as well, just in case. He did all this work. Well, I don't know. Did he save? I would.
He saved
Uh,
before the farm. So, like, if he
like
dies, he'll have
the
to
whole
do the
farm.
whole, yes, the whole
The
farm.
whole farm again.
Oh,
Right,
wow. Maniacal
Maniacal.
taking
Oh,
a few body shots from Fantoon. Oh, there he goes. He does pull it
yeah.
off, but again, no suits, so Fantoon hitting for a ton.
Yeah, Fantoon still hurts, even though he's a baby boss now. He still does some damage.
Oh, Croc.
Crocodile, he's okay. He's fine.
Oh,
Yeah. Maniacal, it looked like he was trying to go for getting an X-ray on Fantoon before Fantoon actually went off screen to come back. Since that's a little bit faster if you can hit him at that point. So I think he was fine taking some damage. And Croak's out of there. And Maniacal is out of there too. We're gonna hope for no crate skip today. GG, Croaky.
yeah, so we do have progress on both sides, which is awesome.
Yes. Maniacal does remember Kraid, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
And I mean, it is still going to be a Mother Brain fight with, well, I don't know if he'll pick up Varrier or not, but, potentially a slightly dangerous Mother Brain fight. I mean, Plasma and this many E-tanks shouldn't be an issue, but, still got to finish strong, so Maniacal head down to fight Kraid and see what happens there.
Yeah, Maniacal seems to be on pretty good pace too. Like I said in the beginning, has somewhere about a 140 for his PB, and Croakomire has a 138, and both of them said that they only just got their PBs within the last couple of days, so good job to both of them on that, which compared to the PBs that they submitted before this tournament started, they improved quite a bit. They were both at 155 or so, I believe. All right. Nice climb for Croaky. Nice movement to Mount Everest here.
Yeah, using actually one of those pull jump strats to give himself a little bit extra room to make the next grapple. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we'll see what Maniacal does with Kraid.
Zombie Kraid. Let's see it. No. Alright, he gets the quick kill very nicely.
Yep, just
it's
going
like the 4 super method.
Yeah, just going for the 4 super method too.
He does get the various soup.
Yeah, and Maniacal is done with the reversal boss order part. Now it is just finish the final boss and the game. You do still have to finish the game in this category, so.
Boo.
And yeah, Mother Brain being the only boss not done in reverse order, actually.
There is a category for that, but that gets pretty wild. But it's a thing. I think they call it Rambo. So look that up after these races are done.
That's a great name.
Oh, Croaky had a little trouble with his Batoon, not wanting to use up his supers. There you go.
Yeah, and real low on health too, not wanting to get bodied too much by the snake.
Yeah, Rambo's pretty cool, but yeah, it's, as you can probably guess, very glitchy. To find a way to get down to Mother Brain without having killed any other bosses. It involves X-ray. I know that.
All the best categories do, right?
Yeah, that's right. I guess so.
Yeah, and for a race run, I mean, totally different than a PB attempt. Maniacal is on a fantastic time. I mean, you said his PB was like 140 or something?
Yep,
Yeah.
he did say.
So,
He did say in SRL it was a 140. So yeah, making very good time, because Torian's like what? Like 7 minutes or so? So 140, 40, very nice.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes away from finishing, hopefully, or less. So,
Yeah.
depending on baby skips and stand-up glitches and things.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting about a 142, 143. Although sometimes, as a rando runner myself, it's hard for me to judge because I forget about this part that you have to sit through. I don't know how long these statues take, but this is gone in rando and it's nice.
Yeah. Unless you happen to do like a Fantoon skip or something, but
Yeah.
we'll not go there.
Well, see, even that's a little sad because you still have to wait for the other statues before you can leave the room.
Yep. Double punished. But yeah, I don't know. What was that? Like 30 seconds, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say like 40 seconds, maybe. Well, that is what we're getting. We're getting top level play. That's what this is.
Of course we are. Have you not seen Maniacal killing it tonight? I mean, come on.
Have you been watching? But yeah, I think 7 8 minutes is pretty typical. But yeah, with that G4, heck. See 5 minutes on the time. Now, Croak is gonna go for the Crystal Flash strat since he's damaging down. You have to make it so you're Crystal Flashing while Dragon is gooping at you so that goop interrupts your Crystal Flash, and somehow, for some reason, that makes you store a flash suit. Don't ask me why, I'm not a scientist. He is down to very low. Obviously, you have to be for a Crystal Flash, but if he accidentally got hit, that would be bad.
Yep. And the swoops can mess you up too, because if Dragon just keeps swooping and swooping, then you use a lot of extra power bombs, but it looks like he did get it, so now just has to... Oh, no!
Oh no, I used it! No! Cookie!
All he had to do was basically finish the fight.
So now I think he's gonna go ahead and do this how Maniacal did it.
Yeah. Croakomire having quite a night here.
He is. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, it's pretty... I guess it is kind of like muscle memory or habit. When Dragon grabs you, you just push all the buttons to get out. So
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I could see where
Definitely not
that would
easy.
happen. And Maniacal with the quick Metroid rooms already down here to the Mother Brain room. Well, okay, taking a safety save first.
Yeah, no harm in that.
For sure, with no... oh no, he did pick up Varia. Oh, but it looks like he might have turned it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably just to damage down more quickly to set up for a stand-up glitch.
Yep.
Probably doesn't anticipate taking a ton of damage from Mother Brain. And Croaky gonna go for the X-ray climb now.
Oh.
Oh,
That
he
was
got
quick.
it. I was gonna say that didn't look right, but okay. What do I know?
Same, apparently. I yeah,
Because I
he
didn't know
got
you
that
could
first.
touch it in the ground.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I always see it where you're higher up in the door. So
Yeah. Croaky's a X-ray pro.
yeah.
Alright, just 20 shots for Maniacal, and he is home free.
Getting some pro dodging of the catch-up beam. Oh, she gets another
Yeah.
one off at him.
So rude. Yep. Took down 3 tanks. That hit from Mother Brain's knee. Yeah, that's I don't know if you were talking about his power bombs doing that earlier or something else, but it's just something with the emulator that he uses. He calls it the good emulator, so let's just go with that. I can't remember what it is though. Alright, Maniacal is setting up nicely for stand-up glitch. Stand-up glitch is nice. It saves time, saves you from sometimes having to do any shots in the Mother Brain 3 phase, but it is not without its risk. You can accidentally get the baby stuck in the ceiling, on Mother Brain's knee, or basically in any kind of position where Mother Brain onion rings actually end up not being able to hit the baby, and therefore the baby never dies, which is what we want. Really. That's what I want.
Okay.
The baby to never die. But he does it perfectly.
Yeah. Looks like it's a pretty good stand-up glitch. Mother Brain getting pretty red. Did take off a little early, needing looks like 3 or 4 shots to finish her off.
Yeah, not bad.
Croakomire is still X-ray climbing. Shouldn't he be there by now?
I think he just about is ready to start jumping. Unless he's like memeing and I don't know. X-ray
He's
climbing
going-
all the way up to the save room. Can you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I have no idea. There he goes.
There he goes.
Yeah, he just didn't do that jumping thing that Maniacal did.
Yeah. So yeah, Croakomire out. Should be a quick enough finish for him as well at this point. But Maniacal looks like he is gonna take it with just the escape to go.
Yeah.
Not really much that can change the course of this race now.
The last spark of the climb. Let's see if he can get to the ship in less than 12 seconds. Let's go, Maniacal. Go, go, go. Okay, not quite. Not quite 143. Furthermore, Maniacal has finished in first place with a time of 1:44:05. So GG Maniacal.
Yeah, GG. It was a real nice run. And on a long, tough run like this, being just a few minutes off a PB, that's got to feel good.
Yeah,
And
very,
less
very
than,
nice.
and as you were saying, less than PBs from the beginning of the tournament. So definitely improving that average time as well.
Croak doing the back ice clip. Very nice. I don't think that's faster, but it is a thing. It's a thing you can do.
just a casual ice clip. Don't worry about it.
And if it's okay with everyone, I'm gonna ask Maniacal if he wants to talk to us. Oh, heck. I haven't commentated one of these yet. I'm not used to doing all the controls.
Yeah, sorry. Bad about the
There we
control.
go. I'm new to this, okay? So Croakomire actually not gonna get plasma. He's just gonna go with Weezer.
Yeah, with the amount of super missiles they have, it's not the worst idea. I think it's. I don't actually know if it's faster or not, but I mean, that plasma area is quite a ways off, and if you fill up on supers, I don't know. Feels like it'd be about the same. Is Maniacal jumping in?
Yes. I was like, I don't know how to actually get him in here, but I did it. Hi, Maniacal, GG. Hello. Maniacal. I don't hear him. Do you?
No, I don't hear him either. Croakomire with a nice space jump over the.
Oh. Okay, 1 second for a minute.
Discord new PC.
I feel like I'm breaking everything.
Sounds about right with Discord audio always going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Maniacal.
Hey.
That was an excellent race. How do you feel about it?
I feel like I probably lose that race if Croakomire gets screw attacked, because I could not stationary screw attack to save my life. I was like, I know what I'm trying to do. I struggled a little bit with the grapple jump, and then struggled a lot of it with that stationary spin jump. I think being on low health kind of got in my head, even though it's completely irrelevant for that whole section of the X-ray climb. Completely irrelevant, but just I was thinking about my health and plasma, and whether I wanted to get Varia as a backup in case I got like Metroid grab, things of that ilk. I was like entertaining the idea of Brady tank even. It was kind of all over the place. I just don't have the reps yet with RBO. I don't like this is my 5th completed RBO run.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's my first completed RBO run that didn't PB.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
do you
I
think?
took a bunch of safeties, and like once Croakomire got caught in Firefleet Purgatory, I unfortunately was able to really take my foot off the gas a little bit. And so even while I was X-ray or trying to get that stationary spin jump to get that X-ray climb, I was just like, okay, I've got a lot of time to save here, but it's just, or like I've got a lot of time to give up here rather before he catches me because of this farm that's going on. But I still like was just in my head about the stupid escape there, so I need to practice that more.
Yeah, still not terrible at all by any means. Still rather quick. I've seen that go much worse. And you did have room to crystal flash still too, if it came down to that. So I wasn't too worried about you.
Yeah, I had the crystal flash ammo and 2 reserve tanks full, and was generally in an okay spot. But it's still, I don't know. I'm not comfortable with the category yet. I feel like my first handful of attempts at any category, I'm just not going to have the muscle memory.
Yeah.
So it was dicey whether I wanted to do this or triple bingo. So I wanted to race one of these or the other, and I really was hoping Croakomire would force my hand. So I was the higher seed, which meant that I had the option to defer the veto to him.
Right.
And so I did, and he snap vetoes any percent. And I was like, oh god, which of these do I want to run? And I knew I wanted to run one or the other, but I didn't have any real inclination about which. And I knew that he has a ton of really diverse Super Metroid knowledge. And at the same time, I also know that he has an RBO PB that's 2 minutes ahead of mine from like a day and a half ago.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I feel like I can 135 if I just don't screw up the Ridley farm, get a good X-ray climb going. That should do it. And so, of course, I beefed the Ridley fight, and so that kind of iced it for me. So I was ahead. I changed my route a little bit, saved about a minute through some of the mid-game, even though I had kind of a rough early game. I'd say I lost a lot, or I didn't really this time. I went up and got alpha PBs. I meant to get beta PBs as well, because I just wanted to do crystal flashes. Why not? And skipped those kind of unintentionally. So Croak was doing the X Factor Kraid, which is awesome.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that was
Also,
nice.
so he was doing Moonfall, and so I was like, what's his route gonna be? Is he single Norfaring? Is he just, loving some moon dance?
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure exactly what the play was from it. So I was kind of trying to keep an eye on the race, and maybe that distracts me, but I'm not going to blame that. I'm pretty sure it's just me executing badly. Leaving seconds here and there.
It can be distracting. I know I've been, like if you're a rando player, you can't watch the restream, so I've been sneaking peeks at the restream during this tournament, and it's pretty distracting.
Yeah, I'm not used to being able to watch the restream while I race. That's definitely a new thing for me, because I do a ton of randomizer stuff, and not as much vanilla categories. So I was a little hesitant about picking RVO, but I'm glad that I did. I think it's a cool category, and I'm really glad that we're going to see more of it this multi-category tournament than we saw last multi-category tournament. I think that was kind of part of the idea of the structure that we went with this time around, and I think it's playing out really, really well. It's kind of doing exactly what I'd hoped it would do, which is getting a diverse set of categories played. We didn't see a lot of triple bingo in week 1, but I think we're going to see some this week, and so I've got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think that's what we Sire and I were both hoping for. With some triple bingo.
I'm sorry to let you down.
Dang it!
I was kind of hoping for triple bingo too. That's a safety boost there off that cack attack spike for Croakomire. I've never seen that. Looked like it didn't convert into anything. It was super sweet.
He's really good at those.
Oh yeah, he's got a ton of like really corner case game knowledge, which is why I didn't want to race him in triple bingo, even though I feel like my rando execution probably gives me an edge there. I just feel like he could cosmic brain some route on me, and I was like, when I saw I was racing Croakomire this week, I thought, man, that is one of the worst 1-1 matchups I could draw. Just because I feel like he's a very, very balanced player that sort of foils a lot of the edges that I might have against a lot of the field. And so I'm, glad that I was able to take one going here and get the win. I'm sad that it came on the back of him just having a disaster lower Norfair, but that is kind of how RBO can go. But no one thinks it's going to go that badly. Like, no one's like, okay, I'm going to spoil this, I guess, accidentally skip screw attack, and then get stuck in the infinite fire flea farm, which is something that happened to me on my first RBO run, but it was on the way in. I just got myself into a bad health situation into the Ridley farm, or into the pre-Ridley save rather, and I had to farm up a bunch, and so I know just how long that can take. And huge props to Croakomire for sticking with this one. I'm super stoked to see him finish this out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for him too. I think just like you were saying, I think you two kind of have similar strength, so it was a very interesting matchup. Both kind of really smart and creative, so would do well in bingo, but definitely in RBO as well.
Yeah, a lot of the 1-1 field I could either snap call triple bingo or RBO against and feel pretty okay with it. And then against Croakomire, I can do exactly neither of those because dude's over here going for slope sparks. And I'm just, if that sort of stuff that, if there's utility for that in these races, I don't have that routed in. I don't know what that's going to do for my time limit. Go for it.
Right.
You didn't get it, but like that's super sweet. I wanted to see like a Shine Spark baby skip or something.
That would be cool.
But yeah, this was fun. I definitely didn't think that I would be racing RBO, but here we are. When I saw the pairing, I was like, I guess I better learn RBO. And so I was talking to some people in Kip's Discord about it, just like, okay, well, if I'm dropping safeties, because I'd done a run recently with like all the safeties, like Botch Wound Tank, GT Supers, basically everything except for Aqueduct Supers, and I feel like there's some other stuff you can probably reasonably, like, I guess Meridia Reserve I didn't have, but really had just about everything. And I was like, okay, well, what can I drop? What's the route supposed to look like? And it's been a fun week in that regard, so I'd say the week was a success. It got me learning new Super Metroid stuff.
Yeah, that's actually really cool that kind of motivated you to learn a new category and put work into a new category. It kind of just, because I'm just gonna like, okay, I gotta veto that, I have to veto that, because I know I'm not gonna put in the work.
I would rather not run any percent this entire tournament if I can avoid it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if I end up being able to avoid it or not, but I feel like, that's just not the flavor of tournament experience that I want, and I really don't think I'm gonna win this one or anything, so I'm just trying to have fun. Hoping to get like a 3-3 or 4-2 out of the Swiss, maybe make it into a tiebreaker race for a play-in or something. See what happens, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't have high hopes for going deep in brackets and not doing brackets.
Well, I mean, as far as tonight went, I mean, I don't know, it seems like you feel a little differently, but I feel like your play was quite smart and did that thing. I mean, you were talking about Kip. I mean, he always talks about playing to your strengths. I mean, it looked like you took the safeties you need to, you took the saves you needed to, and I mean, you got done pretty quickly. So I feel like you made some good choices tonight, and yeah, I mean Croakomire had some troubles, but I don't know if he would have won as well as you played.
Um, if we just take the two major time losses against how Croak performed in those segments, in terms of him beating Ridley on the first pass, and in terms of him getting his X-ray climb quickly, I don't think that there's a way that I beat him if he basically does the same thing but doesn't get stuck there in Lower Norfair Escape. I think it probably would have been about a 4 to 5 minute win for him. But,
Well, he was behind you. Like he had some issues in Norfair and
yeah.
came in behind you, and then I don't think he didn't first round Ridley. I don't think, did he?
I thought he
He
did.
did. He did.
He
He
did.
just had some long exit stuff going on.
Okay,
Yeah.
he
It just
had
felt long.
yeah, it felt long because of the farm. He had to like double farm or something.
Yeah.
because of his ammo.
The two big
But-
throttle points in the run in terms of Ridley and Dragon, he got through
Yeah.
both of them notably better than me. And so, in that regard, I think he probably wins if he doesn't have that, mistake. But I do feel like I came in with a game plan and was able to execute on the plan. Had safeties, had saves and farms mostly mapped out in terms of what I wanted. Was able to get over to the Bubble Mountain area pretty cleanly on the first hell run. So, took it a little slow, had some extra farms and stuff, but overall happy with at least how I game planned and some of how I played.
Well, I guess that's what I mean too. Like, coming in with that game plan, it seems to have. I mean, I feel like it definitely gave you a little bit of an advantage as far as, Croakomire's. He was a little back and forth at the beginning and different things. So, I just feel like that you did, that game plan. I feel like it worked. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely. I adjusted the route I wanted to take. In terms of, I keep refining exactly what I want to do with RBO, but I was happy with the safeties I had. Happy with how they played out, like getting that Rin Star ceiling. I know that put me behind early because I know that Croakomire doesn't go for that, but it was a safety that I really wanted into trying to do the early part of the run.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we even saw him die. I think it was Norfair Reserve, where you had the extra tank and he took a death there, and that slowed him down.
He went for Norfair Reserve so early. That was pretty insane. I mean, I kind of dig it. Like, I understand where that comes from, and it was cool that he went for it. But I would not go for Norfair Reserve once. That was way early. But I guess you set yourself up better to have full into on that kind of equivocated or like lawful in terms of how to approach the Lower Norfair entry. It was starting to maybe anchor myself in Bubble Mountain and going through that playground. But then decided that I was instead just going to go through the grappler lava and beefed it. But wanted to farm up to full and have full ammo, so that I would have extra tries with ring gate glitch if I needed them, which then I ended up getting it first try off the run, which was nice because I don't normally get that. But it was sort of those safeties that I was looking for. But I do see that as where I was finishing, y'all are gonna probably have to get out of Dodge pretty soon because I know we're in the way of a 10 p.m. race. And so I really appreciate SpeedGaming staff letting us letting Croak finish up. GG to Croakomire, thank you for having me, and I will let y'all wrap it up. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks, Maniacal. GG.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Great race. Thanks for putting on a great show. yeah, we do have Croakomire wrapping up Mother Brain. And Mother Brain's done. Alright, let's all go home.
Alright, so yeah, Croak's gonna get to the ship. Like Croakomire never does interviews anyway. And then we're gonna get kicked off here. Let me see what is actually coming up, because I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in SpeedGaming. I think there's another race tonight, though, for the league, right? At 9:30. I don't know if it's... Oh, yeah, it looks like it might be scheduled for the main SpeedGaming channel. Lunyan Jones versus 64-bit Link. That looks like it'll probably be a good one.
And then, right now on this channel coming up, we have the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly. So that's what they're waiting for us for. And then, SG6 is still going. And then, yeah, the Lamian Jones and 64-bit Link is on SpeedGaming 1 right now. So, Crookie just gotta get through Parlor and get to the ship, and then we'll all say our GGs and get on out of here.
Yeah, definitely. It was a pleasure. I'm happy to join you. Always rooting for you in Randover, Tash. Finally got to be on the stream with you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate that you joined me. Definitely good to have a buddy. I think Croakomire has finished in second place with a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 43 seconds. GG Croakomire.
Yeah, definitely. GG.
When is Sarah's tournament? We'll put that in the works. Alrighty.
And good on him for sticking it out. You know, it's a hard run, RBO, and you just saw that. So, yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna close out. Everyone have a good night. Either enjoy some Zelda 1 Randomizer or head on to another SpeedGaming channel for more Super Metroid. Hope to see you again. Bye.
GG. Night, everyone.